Number 1. All right, now we're going to try option 3, and just tell me which one between 1 and 3. That one? Okay. Kylie, as you're trying out the different mattresses in the store, I want you to carry that pillow with you. The reason for that is a pillow makes up about 20 to 25% of the entire sleeping surface of the mattress. By keeping your pillow consistent on all the different beds that you try, it's going to allow your body to really zero in and tell you which mattress is best for your body, and not just one might feel better because there's a more comfortable pillow. Does that make sense? Okay, so just carry the pillow with you. Controlling what we can control. Now, is there anything that you would do to make that mattress more comfortable? A little firmer? Okay, follow me and let me show you that option. And where do y'all think I'm gonna said, what if this is the grand bed and she said I wanted firmer? Where do you think I would take her?
Contour Elite Breeze.
Contour Supreme.
You know where I would put her? Right here.
So let me ask you this: why would you make such a big change from like the Cloudlux Breeze to an Elite Breeze, or when you have the Cloudlux Breeze? Like, don't you?
Because that might be the bed that they wind up falling in love with. Right? That might be the right answer, but guess what my next price point order down is?
Okay, but don't you think you could hurt yourself by by putting them here and then putting their heads like, I really don't like Tempurpedic because that's gonna feel really firm, and then
All right. Does it feel firm to you?
Hang on, because here's what winds up
I
happening.
mean, look,
Jorge.
Check.
Let me provide you with what happens to a lot of salespeople who have had a lot of experience. We wind up shortchanging a process because we know what the right answer is probably going to be more times than not, and we immediately go there. But what winds up happening is we shortchange our guests in the decision-making process by speeding up basically their process of elimination, and so it feels unsatisfying as to why I'm going to buy that bed unless I've been able to say no to different options. So if I'm on a grand bed and somebody says they want something firmer, I'm putting them on the Cloudlux Breeze. And I'm hoping that they say, this is softer. Because what I'm doing is I'm priming them and setting them up for my firm home run that I think that they're gonna buy to make it feel even firmer or softer, right? It just depends on what they say.
With the ones that are closest together in feel, it's harder for them to distinguish, other than by price, which one to get. So if you go to the extremes, they're able to narrow in on that specific feel a little bit better. Did I win?
So it's the same thing.
One?
Hey, I want to try the firmest bed in the entire store. Okay, great. We have a lot of beds. Do you see all the pretty colors? That's really awesome. Do you want firm support or a firm feel? Now they don't know what they're going to tell me. But let's just say they say firm feel. Cool. Guess what I'm going to show them? Grand bed. Or I'm going to show them Cloudlux Breeze. And I want them to say, that's not firm at all. Or I want way firmer than that. Great. We have a lot of other options. That's why you came to Mattress Firm. We have the best selection and the best prices from the best brands in the category. And I'm going to set them up for the Bridgewater. I'm not going to go there first. Because if that's not firm enough, what happens?
Got nowhere to go.
Why don't you just buy a box spring? Or sleep on the floor?
That was a pretty good Bullwinkle, man. That was a good Bullwinkle.
I've done it 100 times. I've made that, I've taken that strategy so many times and seen it not work every time that there has to be a solution to that guest, right? There has to be. Does that make sense?
That
So
makes
just know,
perfect sense.
you want them to say no to every single bed that you show them except for the one that they buy.
Like it.
I like it a lot.
Cool?
Yeah.
So here's what I will promise you. Everything starts with that sheet of paper right there. The faster that you can get that into muscle memory to where you don't have to think about it anymore, it just rolls off the tongue like you tie your shoes or wash your hair, you will sell more Tempurpedic, I promise you. And you'll sell bigger and better Tempurpedics if you just trust the top-down process. And then as we get into more camps, as we continue on through the year, hell, if you want to talk about every objection that you've ever heard of, we can nerd out about those. If you want to really learn like a 7-minute power-based demonstration, we can do that. If you want to talk about whatever it is, we can do that. The most important thing is getting them on Blue first, adapt technology. And did y'all hear how I introduced that power base? What did I ask her? What did I ask Kylie?
Fall asleep in a recliner.
Or Or have you known someone who has? And do you know why I asked that question?
Everybody
Because
does.
they
It's 100%. They can't say no. And then it's just giving me permission. Hey, the reason that happens, the reason people fall asleep in a recliner, feet up, tension off the back. Head up, tension off the back, and it's easier to breathe. Pretty cool, right? That's a power base. Now I'm pointing it out to them. They don't know that, or they would have come and asked me, do you have the bed that does this?
Or what's this for?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Let me strike back. Have you ever fallen asleep in a recliner or known someone who has? That's an option with 80 to 90% of the beds on the floor. If you'd like to talk about that, those options, we'll do that later. But you didn't come in here to buy one of those, or you would have done this. We'll talk about those later, but you did come in to pick out a mattress, so that's what we're going to focus on first. Does that sound good? And see, I've shown them something new, taken it away. They're agreeing with me the whole time. And then the pillow. How did Kylie pick out that pillow?
You gave her
Remember what I did?
options. She tried it.
You gave her 3 options.
Yeah, first thing I asked her was what?
If she slept with one.
And do you know why I asked that question? Most people do, but you know what she just said to me?
Yes.
I know, right? Yeah, I do. That's like 17 yeses right away. All I'm gonna do is, anybody wear glasses or contacts? If a frickin' optometrist can find my prescription by going here or here, is it better here or here? And you're like, well, it's darker.
Number 1 or number 2?
It's better. No, go back to 1. Oh yeah, it's that one. If a doctor can spend $200 grand to go to school to figure out a prescription that way, I can certainly sell a pillow that way. I promise you that.